What's up, everyone? Welcome to the ReGen Invitational Round 1. I am Slexia, the best caster that ever existed. Just kidding. But I am Slexia, here to cast Order of the Sleeping Dragon versus Team Happy Cloud today. We are about 15 minutes late, but as soon as they get their map going, we can get into the game. How is everyone doing? Hello, Stinker, and hello, Filthy. Just working on some technical things while I am live. I have nothing to talk about. Let's look at the bracket. All right, how is that? Is that better? Cool. I realized that I didn't add my mic as a source to this. So it's working now, but it shouldn't have been muted on the caster bench. Let me know if it was, because I had to do all of these overlays just for this tournament. And that's rough. Okay, sorry, set this up today. There's like 35 scenes and okay, perfect. I'm just gonna use sign language anyway. One-handed sign language and then we'll be good. Oh, here we go into a lobby. Let's hope it's you know, active in the other scenes. If not, then it's just gonna be you watching the game and me not casting, which will save my voice. So it looks like we are headed to, hold on. Sorry, they're on the wrong side, and because I'm having to do all this manually, I'll be damned. I will be damned. I muted again. Sorry. The teams are telling me I'm muted, but I'm not, and now it's just one big confusing time. But that's okay. That's fine. It's fine. He said he had my stream muted. Hilarious. Okay, so the first map we are going to be going to, and this is a best of 3, by the way, will be Battlefield of Eternity. Don't know who picked the map. Let me ask. Thank you, Stinker. Thank you. Team Happy Cloud picked this map. All right, and Sweet Buns is GM69 right now. You love to see it. Perfectly fitting for this stream. Very excited. I want to talk a little bit about why we're doing this, and then we will move on. Here we are. We are doing this ReGen Invitational with the Military and Veteran Gamers charity. It is a charity that supports military personnel and veterans with depression and PTSD. Donating to this will really help enable the group that has built a foundation with a lot of men and women looking to seek comfort and stress relief through gaming. So far, we have raised $179.22 out of $500, and we will have this going until the 18th, I believe, of April. So we are 35% there. You'll love to see it. I have that on this screen as well. You can see that goal. And I may not have the alert set up appropriately, so if you do donate, it may not alert me on every scene that I'm in. But your donations are 100% appreciated. But you don't have to donate to be here. Let me let them know I'm ready. I'm ready to stop talking about random stuff, and I'm ready to get into this. Just letting them know there's a new anomaly. It's that I paused the game at random, and let's go.
Battlefield of Eternity.
Here we go into the draft. Sorry, I was trolling them in chat. All right. Battlefield of Eternity, 2-lane map. Team fight oriented, definitely. And if I can say one thing I know about Order of the Sleeping Dragon, OSD, is that this is one team that just plays to have fun, and they're good at playing the game, good at winning through just having a good time. So I've never been able to predict their drafts. I can usually predict that a Lunara ban is in order, considering Enigmatic is known for his Lunara, but instead we see a Samuro ban. Maybe they're not afraid of that. Sylvanas getting banned by OSD. Pretty strong hero, definitely versatile. And Zul, with the new meta, Zul getting banned. I wonder if this means that... Okay, no.
This realm needs me.
Literally doesn't mean that Lunara will be first picked. It means that Li Ming will be the first pick here. Moving on to the first two picks from Team Happy Cloud. Who will they be? Sweet Buns picking up Johanna. Strong tank. I'm a little rusty on casting, by the way. Pardon me. And Ana. I feel like Ana is really good. You always want to typically try to ban Sylvanas and Ana, but with this like banning meta with Deathwing, Zul, and then maybe some target bans, it's like she's gonna slip through the cracks. All right, next two picks from OSD. Looking, we see Malfurion and Muradin picked up. Not a typical tank that you really see prioritized these days, or maybe lately a little bit, but interesting nonetheless. Root follow-up can be devastating on any map for most any hero. So this final ban coming out from the side of Team Happy Cloud will be who? It's a Greymane. A lot of siege pressure, a lot of burn potential. Definitely a good ban in any division, any rank. Final ban from OSD, Vala. Yeah, because I mean, Team Happy Cloud has not shown any cards when it comes to how they're going to burn this Immortal down, what kind of draft they're looking to pick up, as far as if they're going more for a team fight comp or a burn comp. So, I guess we're about to find out. It's a quick Blaze pickup and Rainer. Alright. Safe picks. Safe picks from Team Happy Cloud. Rainer can do so much with his Exterminator ability, and just left to his own devices, pressing A can just shred the Immortal. So who will these final picks be? There's the Lunara. Thank you, Jake. As well as a Leoric. Corgi Booty picking up the Leo. Alright, final DPS from the side of Team Happy Cloud. Curious. Is it a Zul'jin? Is it a mage of some sort? It's Jaina. It is a mage. Alright. Yes. Oh, yes. Shot on Muradin. Okay, perfect. Must be Muradin. A Muradin god over here. Maybe shot is actually Muradin. Whoever's playing Malfurion, I just literally will not be saying your name. Sorry in advance. Alright, based on the drafts, what are you guys thinking? I think, personally, I mean, with the right stun from Blaze and a Jaina follow-up, we could see a lot of damage coming out from Team Happy Cloud. But with Order of the Sleeping Dragon on their comfort picks, it's gonna be rough. Very rough for Team Happy Cloud. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, Sarah, let's get into this actual game. I'm just gonna click that screen. The loading screen boss is actually longer than expected. So this is a little awkward. How are you guys doing in chat? Is my game gonna disconnect? Hello? Okay, it's picking up at the pace. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. Oh, already paused. Shot disconnected. You guys can see on screen, Sweet Buns made a pun, was shot fired, and that was just too much for me. So I'm done casting for the night. Hope you guys have a great evening, and all right, well, instead of watching them you know, type and me just mess around, why don't we go over why we're here again? How about that? How about I click here? Okay, it looks like we're going to be getting back into the game. And on the left side, playing for Order of the Sleeping Dragon, we have Treebeard on Li Ming. Whatever his name is on Malfurion. Shot on Muradin. Enigmatic playing Lunara. And Corgi Booty on Leoric. On the red side, playing for Team Happy Cloud, we have Galaxy Quest on Raynor. Brett Michaels playing Jaina. R275 Delta on the Ana. Johanna played by Sweet Buns. And Nico on Blaze. Let's go. Already, blue team is going in weird directions, looking to get vision. Malfurion and Shot here on this Muradin. Rotating near bottom. What's up, Weenus? Thank you so much for the bits. Enigmatic, posturing near top. Really just only having Treebeard show bot. They are keeping vision mid for any rotations and scouting that may occur. It looks like Enigmatic is up here looking for a pick on this Blaze. I'm gonna go ahead and show. There is some poke damage and he is backing up. Let's head back to bottom lane while I show the talent. We do see a Q build coming out from the Li Ming. And it's just a whole bunch of safe gameplay from here. Johanna going in, using a little bit of Condemn, but definitely going in with trait active, so there's literally no damage happening. But that orb does clip the rear end of Galaxy Quest. And blue team is pushing a little bit more over to the side of red at this time. Next minion wave has come out, and there's literally nothing to talk about. Oh, there is a root on Sweet Buns. He makes it out. Malfurion getting some damage, putting a little hot on himself. While this relentless poke just continues to happen. Treebeard and Enigmatic together, putting out non-stop damage. Brett Michaels a little low on mana. Probably wishes he had that Innervate. Alright. Here we go. We see Malfurion rotating down with Enigmatic and Shot onto this camp. 4 members of red team are also looking at it. Treebeard looks a little low from taking that Blizzard, but nothing too exciting. Galaxy Quest, though, taking quite a bit of damage. Now this is rightfully blue team's. And here it is. I didn't even pay attention to top, but Blaze is the first to go down. Alright, Sweet Buns rotating around onto the blue team from their side. Shot getting a stun onto Ana, who is able to make it out, and Brett Michaels has 0 mana, most likely needing to back before this objective. While Bruiser camps are not looking to be picked up by either team at this time. We have 10 seconds until this objective spawns. Muradin getting vision for the rotation from red team. And here we go. Blue team looking to defend their Immortal with just... Nope, not looking to defend. Just get vision. Enigmatic and Treebeard poking down a little bit. And then deciding, nope, it's time to team fight. Ana is the target here as Muradin leaps in with the follow-up root. And non-stop damage with Corgi Booty coming through as a spooky ghost on the Leoric. to the backline, zoning out both Raynor and Jaina. Sweet Buns having to run the long way. Bret Michaels really low, having to back completely, and that was a solid defense by the side of OSD, with them being able to turn back around and maybe look at the Immortal from the red side, but Blaze is here not wanting to let that happen. Instead, Raynor is caught out by Shot with the follow-up root, and that is another kill. Level 6, almost 7 for OSD. I think it's safe to say they could get this Immortal, but they're more interested in team fights at this time. And we are at halftime. Alright, just Treebeard currently on the Immortal. Sweet Buns coming in looking to defend a little bit. Bret Michaels on that Jaina, kind of rotating from an underneath flank position, but Enigmatic sees that right away and puts quite a bit of damage onto him. R275 Delta is just harassed non-stop by this Leoric, played by Corgi Booty. And Galaxy Quest is way over here with Shot and Malfurion chasing him there. Every single corner of this map has a separate fight going on, and I don't know where to focus. But R275 Delta is probably not going to make it out of this. Ana literally has no escape and very low sustain. Corgi Booty does go down, but Ana goes down as well, and it is just trait value city here with this Leoric. Nico will be the next to fall, and Sweet Buns will be lucky to make it out, which he does. This allows OSD to finish this up and take this first Immortal.
We stand victorious.
This will be heading top. Looks like Corgi's heading bottom, and Enigmatic is already top lane, getting this wave moving forward. Blizzard clears that wave up pretty quickly. Sleeping Dart does land onto Enigmatic, just kind of as like a threat. Sweet Buns looking a little poked out with about a quarter mana left. This Immortal is here, and Shot jumping over the wall, stunning Jaina out of nowhere with the root follow-up is one of the most devastating things I've seen in a long time. Sweet Buns getting poked down, taking so much damage, does die. They fought behind this fort and just took down that Johanna, who typically is really hard to kill. Corgi Booty and Malfurion, as well as Shot, just kind of in this bush, waiting to see if anyone rotates, but they do not. And there comes the Entomb with Disintegrate and Leaping Strike over the top of Raynor. Deletes him immediately, and R275 Delta is somehow way over here, taking so much poison damage, dies. Well, Johanna comes in for a chance, and we are at level 11 to 8 here with OSD at this keep. The Immortal does go down. Sweet Buns coming in with the Condemn, but I do not think the OSD is going to leave this keep without taking it completely. And it is all theirs. Level 9 only for the side of Team Happy Cloud. This will allow Order of the Sleeping Dragon to take the Bruiser that belongs to the side of Team Happy Cloud. Maybe Sweet Buns doesn't want that to happen though, because he's going in. There is a Sleeping Dart onto Corgi Booty, a lot of damage onto Treebeard in this backline, and they are maybe considering just letting them have it, as Leoric did go down. Still no ultimates available, but they were low on resources and did use quite a few of their ultimates in the fight top lane at the keep. So we are going to see OSD backing, reclaiming their resources, and clearing up that Bruiser camp. Let's take a look at talents again. We see orbs on 4 and 7 for Ming. We see the typical Enigmatic build coming out for the Lunara, and Sweet Buns is looking so incredibly low with Bret Michaels taking all of the damage. And that is a kill onto not only the Jaina, but also Malfurion. Next Immortal up in about 15 seconds. No siege camps or bruiser camps picked up before this. looks like OSD is maybe just looking for level 13. Shot is just all about them dwarf tosses with his Qs. And Treebeard is stepping up here right into the face of his Johanna with a 2v3 down here bottom lane. Sorry about the mouse, guys. And we see OSD picking up their bruiser camp at this time. It is a favorable position for them to defend on this side. But it looks a little rough for Blaze here as Nico is just caught out, stunned by the Immortal as well as other CC abilities and taken down. Jaina as well, just gone. And Ana, again, taken out. This team is everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. Raynor does die as well, but I just kind of want to watch this Immortal go down. Good job, Enigmatic. Bruiser is pushing bot. Sweet Buns is looking to probably defend that a little bit, as there's really no chance at this time with his team having his team die for him to be able to defend the Immortal. So this is a little rough for Team Happy Cloud. This Immortal definitely will be going over to OSD. All right, we still are not on an even talent tier here for either team. It is in the favor of OSD. They are looking at this flanking position, but this minion wave is wise to their strats. And this Immortal with a pretty hefty shield is headed here to this fort. If they fight anything like they did before, they're going to bypass this fort completely and just fight them in between the keep and fort. But it looks like red team knows that's their strat and they've decided to wait. Fight safely under the towers, behind the wall. Alright, here comes Sweet Buns, looking to press the advantage. Following shot a little bit with the stun from this Immortal, knocking the water elemental down, taking it out, but Nico having to drop bunker because he was so low, and Tomb comes out almost as a zoning tool, will not allow Blaze to make it back into the safety of the keep, and he does die. Sweet Buns taking so much damage with the root on top of the Raynor, allowing that follow-up from Treebeard with his Disintegrate to just take out Raynor. Brett Michaels is also down. That Malfurion ultimate just did way too much. Alongside the poison, it was just whoa Nelly, and there is another kill right onto Ana. A very one-sided game as this core is going down rapidly. Sweet Buns actually called GG, but wants to come back out and give it a go. Harassing the Malfurion, and Enigmatic gets right on top of the core as his team takes the W. That is a 1-0 going over to Order of the Sleeping Dragon. I just realized I did not put the game capture on this scene. And there we go. All right, so taking a look at the kills, we had 21-3. Just incredible damage coming out from the Lunara as well as Li Ming. 6 kills from Leoric himself. Just such a harassing type of playstyle from the Corgi Booty. All up in the back line. Entombs not used to keep people in, but keep them out of their own homes. Such a harassing playstyle. I can't believe it. Raynor did quite a bit of damage too, but I mean, one thing when I did see the Ana drafted, you know, typically it does get banned, but with her, you know, lack of escape, her inability to move quickly, her inability to heal herself. That poke from the Lunara with the constant poke from the Li Ming was just devastating. GG's though. I'm curious to see what we will get as our next map, and maybe if we will see the Lunara ban. And I'm back. So, quickly before we get any more information, before I am invited to this lobby, which is being sent over, let's talk about why we're here. And this is for the ReGen Invitational, but also to support veteran, I keep saying veteran, help me, veteran and military gamers. It is a charity that dedicates the funds to military and veterans with depression and PTSD. There is more information if you would like to check out their website. You can just !donate and it will take you to the donate page, but it is also on their website, so you're free to check it out. Hold on, let me let them know I'm not ready. Just needed to update the score, and that's it. So, a little bit more information. Let me click on that once more, and I'll let them know that I'm ready. All right, we are actually headed to Infernal Shrines. You can take a look at the brackets if you're interested as well, not just how to donate. What's up, Murda? Excited to do this event. We are on game 2 in our best of 3, headed to Infernal Shrines. One of my favorite maps. First pick going over to the side of Team Happy Cloud. And they have banned Samuro. I wonder. I think Samuro might be more cheesy on this map. It would feel worse to lose to a Samuro here than a Lunara if he got out of hand with those crazy things he does. He does a lot of early game damage, and his ability to take macro objectives is insane. So let's take a look at the ban from OSD, and that was Johanna. Sweet Buns will not be allowed to get that, and we see Greymane ban. So we're not seeing the typical targeted bans towards OSD. This either allows Team Happy Cloud to pick up Lunara or Sylvanas, or something that's played a lot by the other team, or first pick Deathwing here, which is what Sweet Buns has done. What's up, Cookie? Hello, everyone in chat. Urel picked up. Looks like Enigmatic picked up the Urel. The skin just throws me off every time. Anyone else? Ooh, and a Maiev. Pulling out the big guns. Wonder if... I'm curious. I am curious about the team comp for OSD. Brett Michaels getting to pick up that Zool. Still left on the table. Thanks, Cookie. Rhaegar. A lot of melee so far from the side of Team Happy Cloud. Same for OSD. Let's see who their final ban will be. I can't even speculate right now. Like, I do not know if this is a 4-man Deathwing or not. It is a Jaina ban. Strong hero for this map, a lot of poke. And when you've got a big creature like Deathwing hanging out, you just don't want that going off on you nonstop. All right, final ban for the side of Team Happy Cloud. They might still consider a Lunara ban, honestly. Instead it's Sylvanas, I get it, Treebeard. Good idea. Treebeard does play Sylvanas. Instead he picks up the Zul'jin here. And there is also a Gul'dan. So one thing I've noticed that OSD does is they just are like, all right, there is no actual defined, like, you're a tank, you're a healer, blah, blah, blah. It's like, this game you're playing tank, this game you're playing healer. They just switch it up at random, I've noticed. Is that Elheim's alt? Is that the one? I don't know.
Every death comes on.
Alright, Blaze picked up again. This time Hanzo picked up as well. So that is a different kind of poke. Actually, I feel like a more oppressive poke if not dealt with. Hanzo does do quite a bit. But Oriel being picked up as healer this game. And I don't know. These shrines seem maybe almost even and clear. Maybe, if I'm being completely honest, Team Happy Cloud has a better chance at clearing them. But the team fight potential and what we may see out of OSD is something that I would be concerned about. You know, a Horrify into Warden's Cage or something like that. Or even the other ultimate from Maiev, which can actually CC Deathwing, is something that we may see. I don't know. How do you guys feel? What do you think we may possibly see here as far as the W goes? Who will it go to? Is it OSD or Team Happy Cloud? Speculate with me. Tell me, what do you think? I think this is going to be a fun game because there is no logic in either of these drafts to me other than Team Happy Cloud taking advantage of no Zul or Deathwing ban. Anyway, let's get into this actual game. On the blue side, playing for OSD, we have Shot on Gul'dan, Enigmatic on Yrel, Corgi Booty playing Oriel, I don't know, on Maiev, and Treebeard on Zul'jin. On the red team, playing for Team Happy Cloud, we have Nico on Blaze, R275 Delta on Rhaegar, Brett Michaels on Zul, Galaxy Quest on the Hanzo, and Sweet Buns playing what looks like a solo lane Deathwing. Cookie saying, I think if Maiev tries to fight, she's gonna get murdered to death. Alright, mid lane, looking to be focused and cleared pretty quickly by blue team, doing the old mid-bot rotation, keeping vision at all times, which is something that OSD is really good at. Oil spilled, though, to slow them down a little bit, and 3 members hiding in various bushes looking to find red team on their rotation. Playing it a little safe, though. There is a tether onto a couple members, and Treebeard is taking so much damage from this Zul, having to get out. But in return, Nico on the Blaze is just taking so much damage. You never realize how little sustain Blaze has until you're getting chunked down like that, as I realized the other day while playing a Brawl on him. Alright, blue team rotating back up to mid pretty quickly, getting these experience globes, putting out the damage, as well as picking up their siege camp. Red team has opted to go for bottom siege instead of their other one. Probably just to take over what would be possibly considered the neutral siege camp here. But this is going to allow OSD to push mid if they would like. And it looks like they're not going to push mid, but rather look for a gank. They know that they've got to be rotating here. Hanzo does scout them out with his arrow, though. And this is going to be just a quick and easy clear for both teams with these siege camps. leaving the only one available as red team's, I don't know, right side siege camp. I'm just trying to be clever and cast. It's really rough right now. Enigmatic rotating down from top to mid lane. Bone Prison out onto him to stun from Blaze, but he's able to make it out with literally no concerns as he does rotate back up top, and blue team is looking to maybe push a little bit. Let's take a look at talents. Nico hovering around here. Shot on the School Den coming down to clear this wave. Corgi Booty fully energized, waiting in the bush as blue team goes to look at getting their bruiser camp before this objective. Bret Michaels taking a little bit of corruption damage, but Nico coming in from behind with a stun, and that is a kill onto the Oriole. Shot deciding that he can no longer stay back here and hang out because there is no healer left. But Bruiser Camp was picked up by the side of OSD, and they will be rotating down to this objective. They do have a little bit more experience, but R275 Delta is the first to attack this objective, while Nico is on their siege camp to send that out. Treebeard and friends head onto this objective next, doing quite a bit, and now they are a little bit over. Bone Prison coming out onto Treebeard with oil to slow him from being able to escape, but he has made it out safely. Nico instead looking very low as Treebeard just gets auto after auto onto him with the tether from Maiev. We're at 24 to 18 skeletal defenders in favor of OSD. And it looks like Nico's going in for another stun with Deathwing dropping down, doing a lot of damage. Nico's looking very low. Detainment strike onto Bret Michaels, but Zul'jin is the one to die in this engagement, and Enigmatic comes in from behind, 35 to 30 with the tether coming out onto Blaze as well as Hanzo. Blaze goes down. Bret Michaels playing that Hanzo is about to die as well, but Sweet Buns is just zoning Corgi Booty and shot out. But this allows Maiev as well as Enigmatic to finish this objective and possibly fight to the death. But no. Maiev is out. And that was wild. Enigmatic will go mid to clear the camp that was sent out right before the shrine popped. And blue team is taking full advantage of pushing with this Immortal. It is very low on health, but they are doing quite a bit of damage to this fort, and it does jump back over onto Zul. And this fort will die to poison damage, and they will be rotating out immediately over to their siege camp. All right, last time we saw red team prioritize the neutral siege camp bottom lane. This time we're seeing Nico anchor in this bush, possibly looking for a stun. It is 4v3 here at this time, but Maiev is rotating down. Rhaegar this time deciding to clear mid. And this is going to allow blue team to pick up this siege camp pretty quickly. What is the next call here? We are at level 9.5 by OSD. Most likely they are looking for 10s. And then to push an advantage, they are rotating up to mid fort. Camp is going down pretty quickly. And wait a second. They do have 10s. It was Warden's Cage picked up, not Containment Disc. Alright, they're making a push for this top fort, whittling down each of these beginning structures as quickly as possible. Level 10's not available yet for the side of Team Happy Cloud. So this is pretty much free because it's really not a good idea for red team to rotate up here, sacrifice experience, and possibly die to a team that has ultimates. Looks like they're maybe psyching them out, making red team think that perhaps they're rotating, but they're gonna stay, or instead are they rotating down here onto the siege camp? Enigmatic does pop in with Maiev after the camp was already channeled, and that is a death onto Hanzo and an easy clear onto the siege camp by the side of OSD. Level 10s have been picked up. or are being picked up currently for Team Happy Cloud. But these forts are being chunked down just at random. Bruiser camps available for both teams at this time. Another objective will be spawning soon. And this is one dead well. Sweet Bun's coming in with Cataclysm. Detainment strike onto the Rhaegar Enigmatic, jumping on with Ancestral used, as well as Horrified. Corgi Booty looking so low, does go down, resurrecting in 2 seconds, while Zul'jin also died. Caught here in the middle, Corgi Booty looking low, once more killed a second time with Enigmatic, stunned and shot, and Maiev barely making it out. Excellent defense by the side of Team Happy Cloud, right as this objective is active. Alright, so this is most likely just going to go over to the red side. OSD could possibly pick up 13 with a couple of these waves, but I doubt it would happen in time. I don't think they care, and they really just want to fight, because here comes Warden's Cage as a zoning mechanism, perhaps zoning Nico as well as Rhaegar out. The Detainment Strike used on the Blaze, and he is taking quite a bit of damage, but the big concern here is this healer with no Ancestral left, dying with Dragon's Arrow coming in and really doing nothing whatsoever. Galaxy Quest and Blaze are just completely whittled down, and Sweet Buns is here in the middle of everyone, just harassing everyone but this Deathwing as he dies passively. Ooh, 2 Treebeard on that Zul'jin. My god. This is actually not a free shrine for the side of Team Happy Cloud.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Alright, this is a Mortar Punisher going over to the side of OSD. Team Happy Cloud is on their Bruiser, maybe to get some counter pressure in this lane as this Immortal makes its way, or rather this Punisher makes its way to top keep. Maiev is scouting around this area, but red team is in the bushes waiting for this exact scenario, but I think that OSD was possibly prepared for it as Bret Michaels is taking so much damage, getting a cleanse and having to hop into bunker, but Sweet Buns is coming out onto... I don't even know what happened to the health of whoever that was, but it was gone and then back, and that is 3 members of OSD down in this choke point with Corgi Booty and Gul'dan trying to make it out. Gul'dan dies as well. Corgi hanging on by a thread with Maiev 1v9ing here. Top lane, taking out Blaze and Hanzo. This Immortal back here with Bret Michaels on the Zul just hacking away at it, and this is going to be a keep going over to OSD. The Immortal barely not making it to core. Only 1 member left from OSD, and they still get that keep down. No structures taken down yet by red team. Maiev over here on the siege camp, picking that up with, I mean, both teams at level 15. Blue is definitely closer to 16, but the only reason that they are in this situation where these talent tiers are so close is from all of the kills. 11 kills favoring red team with 8 on the side of blue. Blue has been prioritizing macro here as well as getting these structures down, but Enigmatic having to pop his ultimate as Bone Prison is put onto him. And blue team has no sign of stopping and pushing this middle keep as they do have level 16. And they are coming back with a vengeance. McLovin saying, I think Cookie was wrong. Alright, that is 1 tower down. Nico coming out with Detainment Strike, knocking him back immediately. Sweet Bun stepping up, flapping his wings, doing a bit of damage, but blue team takes that as a sign to back the hell up and go somewhere else. 3 camps available on the map. Bruiser for the blue side, Siege for the blue, as well as the bottom neutral Siege. Looks like Enigmatic is getting chased. And they give up. They give up. Enigmatic typing home run. Wish I'd seen everything. Alright, so they're just waiting over here at this Bruiser. Not really doing anything to it. Waiting for the right time to attack it. There's really nothing they can do. The minion waves are pushed out so far to the side that stepping out into lane could be a problem, but they know that red team is looking for an invade, and they're gonna let that happen. They walk right by them, and Enigmatic just jumps right up with a massive Warden's Cage coming out, and just so much damage from both sides. Zul'jin and Gul'dan go down. Enigmatic in the mix as well. Bunker was dropped, and we just have Maiev and Oriel left. Corgi Booty harassed by Deathwing. Maiev able to make it out. The elusive Maiev. Death timers are still low. And this was a very bold move to go in. The stun from Blaze came out, and then the Bone Prison was able to use his trait. And Maiev is perfectly safe at this time. 25 skeletal defenders going over. Actually, it's nearly at 40 going over to Team Happy Cloud, and it looks like they're going to be sending this Frozen Punisher down to bottom lane. But all the while, Gul'dan and Yrel are getting that top Bruiser camp to continue the pressure there. There is a Siege camp pushing mid. There are literally just 2 keeps left with an excellent juke from the Punisher using the trait on Maiev to juke out the jump, but still damage. Still damage is happening, and here comes Sweet Buns on that Deathwing into the backline, this time with the advantage of fighting between the fort and keep, pressuring the blue team. Enigmatic had somehow managed to bring the Immortal all the way up into the shadows elsewhere, and red team is having to pretty much just back off. Hanzo is mid. Enigmatic is mounted up and ready to go. Sweet Buns taking quite a bit of damage from the Gul'dan. Health still trickling down. The core is actually being hit by the camp, and Hanzo is clearing that up pretty quickly. This is allowing blue team to pick up the siege camp again. Heavily on top of their macro game here. Looks like Enigmatic's going to head down to the bottom siege. There will not be a single camp left on this map if OSD has anything to say about it. But Team Happy Cloud is rotating to their Bruiser. And looks like OSD is setting up for a possible rotation down here. Red team is mid. Logically, they would be rotating bot next to clear that siege camp. But they are taking the safe way. Alright, what's the call? They're waiting. Danger pings. Blue team is nowhere to be found. They have to know they're in that bush, as those pings are there. Since the siege camp wasn't picked up and has been on the map for so long, they just have to know that they are just waiting somewhere in the bushes. What is up, Dickie? Alright, Enigmatic picking up that pretty quickly. Maybe looking to clear this top Bruiser that was pushing for quite some time. So just to point out, red team has killed blue team 14 times, but they literally only have 2 keeps left. Blue team is not winning these team fights, but has been whittling down every structure. Both teams have 20. My game's lagging a little bit, sorry guys. And they are just looking. Blue team is just looking for a bush gank. Last time they did this though was on this bruiser and they all died, so... Or rather was on their bruiser. I think red team's just playing it safe. Knowing that if they are down numbers as far as teammates alive, the blue team can probably just end the core. And here comes red team. Maiev just standing there as Nico uses his charge to go in without landing a stun. Oil laid down to zone out some of the blue team, but there's the corruption damage coming out with Maiev heading in, and Nico again looking for a stun, does not land it. Red team is just trying to find the correct positioning here to go in and actually make something happen. Deathwing is in the sky and does drop down onto Treebeard with a stun coming out from Nico onto the Treebeard. So much damage with the Zul ultimate coming out as well, but Warden's Cage this time being put in possibly a better position. A lot of damage onto Corgi Booty with Cataclysm onto Enigmatic in the backline. And this Blaze is just getting chunked down by Maiev as well as the Urel. And that is a 1-for-1 trade so far with both Shot and Corgi just too low to continue. Enigmatic does die in this mix. And now it's not so certain. Res is available. Corgi will be using that on the Urel. Played by Enigmatic. And Maiev is still continuing to harass this point with Enigmatic jumping in, taking advantage of Res. Galaxy Quest does go down on that Hanzo. And this is favoring blue team this time. 5 left to pick up for red side, but stepping up is going to be a problem as Brett Michaels is taking so much damage, but putting it out just the same with the healing denial. Zul does die. And my god, Gul'dan, or rather Rhaegar dies as well. There's just too much happening, and this is the most staggered fight I have ever seen. Not ever seen, but that I've seen in a while. Favoring blue side, and with these death timers at about 30 seconds or higher, this is going to allow Order of the Sleeping Dragon to end. Even though red side did get the Punisher, death timers are just too high and the structures are just there. There's no threat structurally for blue side, and this core is at 14% and falling, and that is going to be a GG going over to the side of OSD. 2-0 in favor of OSD over Team Happy Cloud. What the actual Let's take a look at the match summary. Just, it was Elheim. Can't you just go on your normal account so, like, I don't know, I can pronounce your name? Alright, Corgi doing a lot of work in the healing department, but not too bad for Rhaegar with 5 kills and over 60k healing. Sweet Buns on the Deathwing did a lot of damage, and they were able to kill OSD quite frequently. However, the macro was on point for OSD. They were just rotating like they were playing Towers of Doom, taking out forts like it was their hobby. And red team just couldn't keep up. Each of the incremental increases on the map that happened from taking down structures would impact red team too much to be able to step outside of just clearing lanes the whole game. There was one point in the game where OSD had nothing to do but set up for red team to invade them on Bruiser because the lanes were pushed out so far. It was just crazy. Excellent job by OSD and an excellent finish. Let's check the bracket while I update it. I think I have to actually go to the website to update it. One moment. Also, thank you so much for the follows. Daryl Fish, Slight Wolves, and Durlock. Thank you. All right, let me get to the tournaments page to update the result here. And so what this means is that OSD will be going against CPOG X Fan Club. And the bracket should be updated. Let me try to switch and go back. And there you see it. All right, so round 2 will be OSD versus CPOG X Fan Club. And I think that is it. Is anyone else still streaming the Invitational? Let me look. Yeah, Murda is. All right, I'm gonna raid Murda. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will be casting more of these. I think even tomorrow I picked up a cast with Clouded Minds versus someone else. So be sure to check that out. It'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific. Quickly before I go, let me just quickly talk about the charity one more time. It is Military and Veterans Gamers. The funds will go to supporting that nonprofit organization that supports military men and women as well as veterans who suffer from depression and PTSD. We have a $500 goal and we are at 36%, as you can see on the screen right now. With all of that being said, thank you guys again. Thank you, Rovok, for the follow. You can finally wear your OSD shirt. You couldn't wear it before. Interesting. All right, let's go check out Murda, who is casting. Let me check. Zirconium League and Team Training Wheels. It's literally on the bracket in front of me, and I went to his stream to check. Or is it not? Oh, it's on the other bracket. All right, cool. Let's go. $2.